Hey folks, welcome to ADSR. I'm Stephen Ellestad. Make sure you subscribe to the ADSR YouTube channel and follow on social media. So in our Complete Quick Look series, we're taking a look at all the new instruments inside of Complete 11 and just giving you a real quick taste of what's going on with them. For this one, as we're starting with the contact instruments, I wanted to look at this new instrument, Una Corda. Una Corda is interesting because it's an example of a prepared piano, meaning a piano that's been altered and modified. In this case, it's actually a special customized instrument with only one string, which is where the name comes from, per note of the keyboard. In addition, there's different preparations, different materials, silk, cotton, etc., between the hammer and the string, and that changes the timbre dramatically. And at first I was kind of like, well, why do we need another piano? But it's actually a pretty in-depth plugin, and we can do a lot of really cool stuff with it. And so the basic sound, I've just got a sample preset on right now. There's a lot of character to it, and we can hear a lot of ambient noise, a lot of pedal noise and string noise, and these are actually part of the intentional kind of preparation of the instrument. It's a lot of fun to kind of get in there and just see. We can hear all these weird sounds in the background. All these kind of interesting things happening that definitely have some character. And I almost think this is more as a piano with a lot of sound design capabilities. So there's some great presets in here. And there's a lot more going on than just a different kind of piano. Basically, to look at, we have three main screens here. We have our workbench where we're actually kind of designing the sound if we want to build our own custom sound. And we can turn on harmonics, our main, and balances of those. Tonally, we can add in reverse notes and have it sync up or not sync up. We have this tonal depth we can work with from natural to very resonant. And then we can go ahead and add in that type of fabric we were talking about. So we can look at whether it's curtain or silk or felt or leather. And apply a particular ambience. There's all kinds of different presets there, whether it's like wow and flutter kind of tape machine emulations, the different halls and rooms, tube mics, etc. And I think these are really fun tones from a sound design perspective. We can look at our mechanical noises, the sounds of the note on and the sounds of the note off. And then we can also apply a low cut to some of those to bring in these kind of this percussive character. And then of course now we have our pedal noises as well. And all of these I think can really be neat aspects of sound design. And for each of these we can now modify overall this kind of global color, dynamic range, and the space itself. We can turn that on or off just like this. So my mind already starts turning over all kinds of possibilities, whether it's with pads or manipulating this, bringing this into some other kind of environment and really manipulating the audio. When we go to the next screen, we have our actual response and how it's affecting the release, the attacks, the pedal, how the pedal is engaging, and we can either map our velocity curve to a particular thing or our keyboard, so it can map to my complete control, or the 88 with the hammer weighted action if you're using one of those. And we can modify to the different tunings, whether it's stretched or any of these here, from 436 up to 444. And then our effects section is really cool because we can bring in things like our noises to the equalizer. And here's the EQ itself, just a very simple basic equalization, but Honestly, it's really all you need from a sound design perspective. Looking at our transients, looking at the compression ratio, we can actually see the curve change. We can see a little bit of information, visually kind of cueing us into what's happening. And then lastly, we have a particular style, apply our noises to our style. And we can look at either timbre or moving or continuous kind of filters. So that's just a lot of fun, just kind of adding in things like tremolo, what have you, and just modifying these kinds of sounds. We have our echoes and different kinds of presets. So a really fun kind of keyboard instrument that really goes a lot farther than I would have certainly expected initially as far as a sound design tool. And I'm really enjoying both some of the presets and kind of just manipulating the sound of this keyboard. We've even got a wobble. So I think there's lots to like here, a lot of real fun sounds, a lot of real fun exploration to be had, kind of diving into the world of prepared piano. So I'm Stephen Ellestad for ADSR. I hope you found this useful. Stay tuned for some more looks at the new instruments inside of Komplete 11 in our Komplete 11 Quick Look series. And make sure you subscribe to the ADSR YouTube channel and follow on social media. Have a great day.